I'm so sorry for the late video today. As you know, my toddler's sick, and so it just threw all of our days off, but I'm finally getting to it. So let's go ahead and hop into day 4. Alright, so to be a successful entrepreneur, you don't have to be anything super special. You don't have to have a special talent or some shiny trophies or, a fancy smancy education. You can be anybody and make your way to the top of any company or your own company or whatever it may be. All you need is a good company behind you with great products and a rocking comp plan. Check. Proper mindset, dedication, and a strong personal brand. So we all know that social media is a super powerful tool for your business. It allows us to reach a wide range of people that we wouldn't normally be able to meet. I know I've talked about that in some previous days, and you hear me talk about it all the time on the team page. If you go by just the people that you've known up until this point and you try to market your business only to those people, you're going to run out of people pretty darn quickly. So that's what we talk about, expanding your network all the time, especially for those that didn't start out with a big network. I know that I, for one, didn't. Most of my network was my hometown and then people I knew from college, so I've definitely had to work on expanding my network. And so I know that that is something that you hear all the time, expand your network. So, we talk about on the team page, I've done a couple videos, we have some files, we have all that stuff for you on expanding your network through social media. And if you haven't already, I encourage you to watch a video that's on my YouTube channel that I did with my girl Krista Wells. She's a self-described introvert, and so I love her take on expanding her network despite not being super extroverted like me, because I feel like oftentimes people think they can't expand their network if they're not like 90% or above on the extrovert scale, which I am. But anyway, that's against the point. Where was I at? Okay, yeah. So today, instead of focusing on expanding your network with your social media, which is very important and shouldn't be overlooked, we're going to talk about some different ways to do that outside of social media. And I know what you're thinking, like, no, you're not going to have to get out and go door to door or, like, go give out 50 cards to however many people. While getting out of your house and meeting people isn't a bad idea, and networking that way, we're going to talk about some ways to network on the internet, but not necessarily social media. So in this challenge, sorry, I just looked at my notes and I realized I wrote challenge 3 instead of challenge 4. I'm going to have to edit that. But anyway, so for challenge 4, we're going to be going over some ways that you can expand your influence and grow your personal brand in ways that aren't your personal social media page. So I'm going to give you some examples of things that you can do, and you might go through them and you're like, this does not fit me. I cannot do this. This is not up my alley. But that's okay, because there's plenty of other avenues that you can take. And as you go through this challenge, usually I don't talk too much about the challenge, but I wanted to today. I want to make sure that I clarify some things. So some of the examples I'm going to be talking about is maybe starting a blog. And now I want to let you know that this is not necessary. This is not required. I've made it to Senior Ruby, almost Emerald, without doing any of this. But I think that it's a wonderful idea, and it's definitely something that I'm starting to adopt. So when you do this challenge, I don't want you to think that today you have to go out and you have to start a blog or you have to start, any of the other examples that I gave to you. This is just an exercise to really think about it and get the gears going. In the challenge, I asked you to think of 3 that you think would be good and 1 that you want to start with and some steps that you can take to get started on that. But it doesn't mean that you have to just jump into it and start it today. Really think about it for a good while. I know I've been sitting on a few ideas for a little bit. Make sure that you don't put it on the back burner, but don't think that you have to add it to your pile of things to do right now. So with all that said, go ahead and head on to Challenge 4. See what I'm talking about. Don't get intimidated. Just kind of get the gears going and believe in yourself, because I think you guys are going to come up with some really good stuff. All right, I'll talk to you later.